So any last words for all the people watching?
We do go out, don't act a fool, okay? For ladies, dress wholesome. Dress like your father's gonna see you. Don't dress like a cum whore. Don't dress naked. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Don't dress like a slut.
like that's. Hey man, hey, it's real.
Dress to impress,
it's
but dress classy. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Show some respect.
So dudes, don't get into fights. Don't start shit. Go to the bars, have a good time. Don't drink too much. Don't drink and drive.
Learn how to take no for an answer.
No means no.
If she didn't want you in the first hour in the club, she don't want you at the end. So you need to bounce. Exit to the fucking right.
It's like her number is the same outside. I guarantee it. What up, y'all? Welcome to the ID Please podcast. It's your boy Mac, aka Mac Daddy. This is my co-host.
Johnny JP right here. We got Esteban on this episode.
What up, man? How you doing today?
Good. I'm chilling.
Right on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Thank you for coming. So this ID Please podcast, Tales of Nightlife Security. When I first met your ass, I thought you'd been kind of working for a little bit longer. I didn't realize that we basically came into the game around the same time. Okay, so we worked together at Temple, and we work together at SP2. Yeah. So, like, how's your experience being a security guard been? Like, you liking it? It's something that you want to do for a longer time? Like, so what's going on with that?
Being a bouncer, I love it. It's I'm working a lot, and that's actually my time off. I'm looking forward to the weekend to work. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to the clubs to spend money. And then another thing too is you get girls quicker when you're working as a security guard compared to when you just go to a bar as a customer, because you're nobody,
Yeah, I feel it because like when I'm working, you kind of have that like, this is my place to be. You kind of have that like that different sense of like, confidence when you're working. Mm-hmm. And then when you're going off on your own, it's like, okay, this ain't my place, this isn't my scene. So you don't have that same type of vibrato, I guess.
And it goes back to like you're making money instead of spending it.
I know we talk about that every single one, but like, that's kind of like that perk of the job. You get to be out and about, but you're not being out and about. Because how many people do we see every single night? Not weekend, every night. Not like every Friday. Like they come Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You see them out downtown all the time.
Or if you go out after you see them.
Yeah.
Like, bro, weren't you just out like, I just see you shit-faced last night. And you're still out here, bro?
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Like that's why I like it. It's that release. You get to work all week your normal job, but then all of a sudden when you come to work, it's like I get to have fun while working. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so being in security, you've only been doing what, 3 years now?
About 2.5.
2.5, almost almost 3 years.
Yeah.
What's one of the crazier things that you've kind of experienced so far?
It was one night I was working at Temple, and then I'm working inside. And then see a chick stands up on the couch. You gotta get him down from the furniture. As I'm walking forward, she just everything. But it's not like, oh, like damn, no, bro, pepperoni, everything, bro. It was terrible, bro. It was terrible. So we got her out, and then her homeboys felt some type of way about us, kicking her out. So it was just a big brawl in front of Temple, but it wasn't against security and them. It was the people we knew against them. People that from industry that knew security, that cool with us, they stepped in for us and handled all that. So I'm watching. I'm like, damn.
You're all stepping back, watching them fight. Like, bro, do I get it?
It was a good show.
So do I get it?
Isn't it funny how like, don't get me wrong, I've seen some nice titties out in the wild, but like the majority of the titties that be popping out are the ones that should be staying in. The ones that have the confidence to say, hey, look at these, bro. Like, why? Like, why can't the nice ones be coming out?
The ones we want to see, we never see them. But the ones we don't want to see.
And PSA, stay off the furniture.
Bro, like that happens so often. Like I'll be like hella nice, like, hey, get down. I might be loud because there's music. I have to be loud. So when it comes off, it's a little abrasive. But dude, stay off the furniture.
Bro, I had to deal with that this weekend, bro. This was the same bitch. I don't care if you buy a fucking bottle. I don't go to your house and bring a bottle to your house and jump on your fucking furniture. So don't do it at mine. Because that's pretty much it. It's frustrating. I talk about this almost every episode with everybody because everybody has the same fucking peeve that I do. It's like, bro, I don't care. I'll be the asshole to tell you to get down. It's part of my job. Suck my... Not gonna say it, but get down. Damn, your mama who raised you.
They think they have a privilege because they're spending hella money on drinks.
I don't mean shit.
And then getting a bottle. I'm like, you could spend $1,000, $2,000 that night. My hourly is still the same.
The funny thing is, there'll be times where like it's a bottle service table. I'm in the front, so I'm seeing who's putting their card down. I'm seeing the one paying, and the motherfuckers that aren't the ones paying, the ones that are up, and they'll be like, "Oh, we spent we spent hella money."
You speak French now?
Like, let me see that Venmo. You transfer that.
Hey,
Like, let me see that.
the one's taking a picture with the bottle first. Take a picture of me, bro. Look at me.
I remember on one of my off nights, I went and I knew all like these different bottle service table people. So every single time they brought the bottle, I'm over here sitting at the table. One of my homegirls came out. I'm at her table, and then I went to go kick with our boy Chance. His table, they brought the, so I went at 3 tables when the bottles are coming out, and all of a sudden, our bottle service girls were like, "The hell you doing, Mac?" I was like, "Hey, y'all just timing this shit when I'm over here talking to my friends. It's not me." But I'm always trying to like get in the bag. Like I'm not trying to be all up in the mix. Again, I don't.
That's it.
If I'm in a bottle service table and I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna say, "Hey, let me give you a little something. Let me do this, this, and that." I don't try to go out of my way. Hey, let me get some. I never be like, "Oh, let me get some." Never. But
Well, most of the time, it's people like, "Hey, man, even when you're working, hey, come on, you want a shot?" "Oh, I can't, man." But like, thank you. But like, if you're off, fuck, they see you. You want a shot? Fuck yeah, let me go.
hell yeah, that's one of the coolest perks about doing security is like people like act appreciative. Sometimes they're trying to act cool with you so that when they see you next time, you might hook them up. And that's the funniest shit to me because sometimes I'll like on this podcast I'll be like, "Oh, I'm the second favorite security guard," because everyone thinks I'm hella cool. They love me, but then when I enforce a rule, then all of a sudden like, "Hey, what's up?" Like we ain't cool no more. Like, "Sorry, brother, I made you get in the back of the line."
That energy changes real fast.
Real
That's how you
fucking
know.
fast.
Well, that's how you know. Like,
Have you experienced that shit where like people like are hella cool with you, then all of a sudden you don't like hook them up or do something right or what they want, and then all of a sudden now like they really ain't that cool with you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That mainly happens with the girls. They come up to me looking all like smiling, like, "Can we get in?" I'm like, one time there was a girl and hella looking at me. She was cool. She was pretty, and then she's hella staring at me. And then I know that means she wants to cut the line. So she's like, "Hey, could we get in? I have 3 girls." I'm like, "What's in it for me?" I told her, "What's in it for me?" "Hey, I'll give you my number. What am I gonna do with your number? Can I spend it? No. Wait in line.
you need some money.
Yeah.
Bro, when I
I always
first
say no beat, no eat.
no beat, no eat.
Yeah.
Wow, I like.
That's
You
crazy.
young kids are wild.
I don't
Jesus. No.
And the same girls, they walk into the club and then they meet up with their boyfriends or meet up with some guy. I'm like trying to play them like goofy, like I'm goofy. No,
Bruh, men or dogs, men or dogs, but damn, these women be trifling. Hella times where like a girl will be flirting with you or talk, or they've come before and they laying it on thick, but then they're coming in with their dude later or a different day. It's like, damn, for real?
The
Like,
next day or the same night, they go
Bro.
somewhere else, come back with another dude.
But we were just talking about like when I first started, I
Crazy.
was married, had my ring and everything. Anytime like some girl tried to talk, like I flashed that ring hella quick. So I boom, boom, I try to push them off to somebody else. But it's like, sometimes they didn't care. These girls be just acting a fool, acting up.
no,
It's like, damn.
they just want dick in mouth. That's 90%.
Yo, he said straight to the point. He said,
It's true.
Oh my God.
and are they just trying like they use that little? I'm a little dressed, a little slutty. Maybe this young security guard will let me in. Nah, sweetheart, you see that line? If I there's 50 people waiting in line, and some of them are females. You think I'm gonna just let you cut in just because you come up and change your voice? Fuck no, you wait in line. Money talks, baby. Bullshit walks.
Yep.
As simple
it'd
as
be
that.
wild.
That's simple as that.
So why'd you get into security? Was it like a quick and easy way to make money, or was it because like, oh, that looks hella fun, that looks hella cool? Like, what was the reason?
I just turned 21, and I was done bad. I needed a second job, so I walked around downtown. Like, "Oh, you guys hiring?" I was gonna look into getting like bar back or cleaning something, and then I walk into Tempo, and the owner guessed he didn't have any security, so I was like, "Oh, you want to work security?" Like, all right, sure. I've never worked security before. Okay.
Was I there your first day?
You were there. You were like the second, third day I started working at Temple.
Yeah, because that's why they're having us go over there
Yeah.
because we would always have full staff, but Temple was hella like just desperate for security at the time, so I had to go all the way
Place
over
is
there.
something different compared to us. So, what's the difference? Since you worked at many bars, what's the difference between that you notice between certain venues?
So each venue is different. Each venue has their own crowd. Temple is more like it's more of a dive bar. You got the young college. You got a lot of weirdos.
Weirdos.
A lot of weirdos.
That vaping is crazy in there.
Vaping is crazy. Yeah, it's just like a last resort where people go for the end of the night and just they're already blacked out. They get in. They don't spend money on drinks, so they're all the guys are acting a fool. Guys are weirdos, and the girls are mid. It wasn't that great.
Damn.
He
Like,
said,
bruh,
Yeah.
I never said that out loud, but since you said it first, you ain't wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
you want to find pretty girls, you avoid Temple.
yeah, and like, and it's not even like just straight like it's not even that they ugly or anything. It's like literally it's like they just came out of class or they just came off of work. It's
Yeah.
like they dress down when they go there.
Yeah, the girls wearing jeans and then Vans on a cheap Shein top.
Yeah.
I'm like, who taught you to dress like that?
I know I was kind of spoiled because SB2 was my first spot ever doing like real like security. So it's like
Yeah,
we always have a
wasn't the
pretty like
Adidas?
different type
Or the
of crowd.
dusty ass Air Forces.
And they really ain't got a dress code because I remember when I went over there, I kept asking like, you guys do this, like this, like this. They're fine. That's cool. That's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, I guess it was just so dead that we just like, oh yeah, you don't have clothes on, yeah, get in, whatever. So, But yeah, it's night and day different. It's same owners. SB2, same owners as Temple.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
kind of like intermixed. Almost every place downtown San Jose, they're all interconnected in some way, shape, or
They all
form.
know each other, bro.
Yeah, they all know each other. They either invest together, and there's like a main owner, and then there's this.
Certain partnerships through,
I mean, which is kind of dope when you think about it. Like, damn, what if our friends would have done some shit like that when we were younger? Like, invested in something, help each other out, and like really kind of like.
should have saved that.
Ran the block.
Should have saved that COVID money.
Shit, most of our friends try to run a block, on some bullshit. These ones are on some business shit.
Look, we're on the wrong fucking block. We're on the wrong block right now, bro.
One thing about Temple that I did like working there is that the bar next to us, Nomakai, and the bar in front of us, 55 South, we're all really close. Something happens at 55 South, we pop out and go help out with them. Same thing with us. 55 South comes over. Shout out Anthony. Pretty sure you guys know Anthony, the head security at 55 South.
Yeah.
One thing too is like it's like working at SB2. We're kind of on the island. Well, we kind of got market, but once the market closed, we ain't got no backup security shit.
Yeah, because like anybody that we're cool with like that, like it's a baby mission. Like you really can't see each other.
Yeah,
like we are on the same like walkie channel. So if something does going on, we can like inform, like, oh hey, this person just got kicked out. Be careful of them if they try to go your way, this and that.
Yeah.
But we really ain't got like stuff where we can see something going on and help out.
And that's one thing about thinking like bars around there, like you said, like we got the communication at least, so that helps us out a lot. Like especially on like crazy weekends, like I got one coming up by the way, at the end of the month. So, as you guys know, that Sunday's gonna be busy, so expect to work.
But it's kind of cool because we are all cool with each other. So like on their days off, they come over here and we kind of know like, oh, if something does pop up, we need help, they got us.
Yeah.
We're the same way. Like we're cool with all the different bars on the blocks. When we go over there, we're like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And there's been hella times where like some shit pop off and like someone's jawing off and like me or a few of us that are off duty or not working there, we're kind of like right behind the troublemaker, like do something. Do something.
Like,
I dare you. Like we're right here for you. Like, we got your back.
Yeah.
I got him. You want it? I'll just walk off. Just give me a shot after. It's good. Don't pay me.
Like everyone that works industry, the bartenders or security, like they show love for me, so I show love for them back. If you're nobody, you're just trying to look pretty and get in. I'm not gonna fall for that. I'm not a simp. No B, no E, you're not getting in. But when it comes to like industry, like bartenders or like security guards, I'm like, just
yeah, but we got to be careful with that too, because like something that's recently happened. I'm not gonna say where from, but like security from different place. They came over to our spot and they had these girls with them, and they're with us too, and looked at them and like we made sure we checked them all out.
Yeah.
One of the girls wasn't even 21.
Everybody
and the dude comes up to me like
gets
3
scammed.
times, like, bro, I'm so sorry, I didn't know her. We just met them today. I didn't realize it was this and that. So like they literally just picked them up off the street. So I was like, they were cute, but like this girl looked young, so she was barely like maybe 20.
So anybody listening, everybody from here on out's getting scanned.
Yeah, everybody gets checked.
Okay.
Like that's like we don't want to lose our jobs. We want to keep things safe, and we want to keep like if you go in there when you're not supposed to, you already are doing stuff that isn't the right thing or the best thing to do.
Yeah.
So we can't trust that you're going to come in here and be chill, be cool. So if something does pop off, now you're putting yourself in more danger, and it's our responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen.
People don't understand if that happens, and we can lose our license. Like just for something simple like that. If that underage person gets fucking drunk or acts stupid or passes out, that's a big issue. That's fines. Your license gets stripped. You can't run a business. That shuts businesses down. So that's one reason why it's part of our job to do that. Yeah, it's cool. Like, sometimes people try to be slick like that, but if you went to their spot and did it, they would probably feel the same way. I would hope so.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I wouldn't do that if I go into your spot you know, you should know that, especially if you work in the industry, you should know that. That's a big no-no.
But anytime I go places, like I know there's certain places I can go and they're not going to check me or they might even check my friends. But when we're walking up, I'm sure, hey, get them out. Like, get your stuff up, be ready. Because if they show me love, cool. But I don't want to just ever walk up and assume that, oh, they're going to show me love or show my people love just because they're with me. Make sure you have your shit. Don't come out here with your ID. Don't be acting all stupid. And like, just, you know, be responsible. Act as if you have no hookup from anywhere. And that's what kind of people like really like. Those are the people that I fuck with the most because when they never assume shit, and those are the ones I like, okay, cool. I can show you love because I know you're not trying to take advantage of me.
And it reflects on you too if you go there. Like if you bring people with you, it's a reflection on you because you technically work in the industry, so they know where you work. So they're like, man, your people are acting up. You know, I'm like, I don't bring people, those type, my people, and they won't go to your work and act up. So it's like you got to make sure when you go out, you got to be with it's still a reflection on you, even though you're not on the clock. You know. Like,
so I know we kind of talked about like our stories, like allocations that we've gotten into. You know, what have you ever had to like really like get deep involved like with an altercation with somebody?
Oh yeah, for sure. Working as a bouncer, it's not as crazy as it was a couple years ago. I started bouncing in 2023, and then I hear stories about like how crazy it was pre-COVID, how rowdy guys would get, you know, fights were happening all the time. But I don't really see that anymore.
right
It really did
COVID.
kind of like not settle down, but just the crowd got different.
Because right after COVID, like motherfuckers didn't know how to act, and but if you do your job and those people, you 86 those people, and people see that you don't fuck around, then that crowd kind of weeds out itself. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what I think we finally got to, that we're weeding out that, or we know who, not to be stereotypical or anything, but we know how to read people now over time. That have weeded out that over time. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's a process, and it sucks if people are like, man, you discriminating this. No, it's just that last time you were here, you acted a fool. You beat somebody up, or we beat you up. So, like, I can't let you back in here, bro. Like last time you spit at my security guard. You think I'm gonna let you back into a spot? Hell no, that's a crime. Like, bro, like,
And then people be coming up thinking they know you. Like I just got told by my manager. I guess some dude walks up to.
This man,
and said, yo, is Big Chief here?
Big Chief.
I don't know what Big Chief came from. We go, Big Chief here.
Show the video
Who's
you're
Big
crying.
Chief? And they pull out their phone, and it's a video of me from one of my social media things.
This was
of
on
me
breaking boards.
doing some karate shit. Like this guy, Big Chief. Like he doesn't even know my name. But it's Big Chief here. Like
Chief is crazy.
That's why it's funny. He said Big Chief showing up. Like, you here? While you don't see him.
if you don't see me in the front, I'm not there.
That's why I like it, bro.
Period.
Like, he had a group of girls come up asking for the busser.
Oh, just recently. Yeah.
I was like, you gotta call him. He didn't tell me nothing about letting nobody in. And that's what it is. Like, if people let me, like say if you have family members, hey, my cousins are coming and ask about me, I'm like, okay, then I'll look out for it. Don't accept, I'm assuming just because somebody says, you say somebody's name that works there. Like, I'm like, call him then. He didn't tell me shit.
Exactly. You know, people name dropping Matt. And then
Yeah.
like
There's a big guy here?
yeah,
The big guy.
The
It's
big guy calling
here.
us. That big guy.
Like,
I was like,
call him.
nah, you see him? Because he's not, you can't miss him.
Yeah.
You see him up here?
Like I said, like I've talked to our actual owner on the phone multiple times. Because people are like, oh, I know the owner. I know. Call him.
Yeah.
And they're like, I will see what happens. I will. And I'll give me the phone. Oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. These cool, whatever. I'm the motherfucker. I'll flip. Like I say, no, you can't do that. Or you can't be doing that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, I know the owner of this. I was like, then call him. Call him right now.
Yeah.
You have a great day, miss. Have a good, like, because again,
And they walk by you like this?
yeah, and they walk
told
like,
you.
all cool. One of the best nights that I ever had when that situation was they called the owner. Oh, yes, sir, I got them. And then I let them right in. They came, hella attitude. 30 minutes later, kicked them out.
Yup.
Because they were acting all drunk and all stupid. I was like, have a good night.
It's like a
They were
satisfaction.
pissed too.
It's like when somebody gives you attitude and you're like, I can't wait to kick that motherfucker out. And then you get that one like, oh, I'm not going to touch you, but my satisfaction is walking you out making yourself look like an idiot. Because you don't know how it makes, sometimes when you act up or you do something dumb in there and we throw you out, everybody's eyes are on you. Walking out, you look like the dumbass of the night. You're the jackass of the night. Ding ding, won a prize. You can't come back here for a couple months. See you later. And they come back the next weekend. Man, how long I'm on time? I told you don't come back, bro. You're on time out. You're on freeze. I'm not gonna tell you how long. I don't need to tell you how long. Keep figuring it out. Think about it. Take at least 3 months to think about it.
So you've only worked in 3 spots, right?
Started at Temple. I help out 55 South whenever they need me. And then I before SP2 I worked at 5 Points. Shout out Diego, Jesse.
They cool.
And then 5 Points, we use the same security in O Flats and Dr. Funk.
Yeah,
so
you
they
guys
just
are all
move.
kinda-
So they just move us around.
Oh, okay.
You guys like alternate every night, huh?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. We mainly have like a majority of the security at 5 Points. That's where like most of the crowds at and
You
gets a little
guys
rowdy.
can easily get to each one though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All flats and not funk don't really need too much.
No, Funk we only got like one guy checking IDs. O Flats, we got a guy in the back, guy in the front. You know, it's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Because no one goes to an Irish bar and starts causing a scene, you know?
Right.
Unless
It's
you're
good, like
Irish.
5 Points and SP2, because of our DJ situation, all this stuff, like we do get more rowdy because it does kind of bring all like a different type of crowd, and that's when everyone tries to get a little like chest puffy and all that good stuff. But what parts of security do you like better? Do you like working in the back, the center? You like to roam around more, or do you like working that front spot?
I like to alternate, but if it was up to me, I say working the back's the easiest and the most fun because you're kicking out the people that are already inside, you know, and then working the front. It's cool. Every girl that walks in is gonna stop by you first, and then
it's on your mind when you go to
once
work.
they leave, you're the last person they talk to. You know?
The money's the extra part. He said the girls are the first thing you get.
Hey, trust me, I know. But
How much for money for me?
so it's funny because like since you've been working with us, so when I first started working, they put me in the front right away after maybe like a month because of whatever, and they had me and my boy Bobby up in the front, and me and my boy Bobby, we ran that line. We were going back and forth, throwing girls back and forth. Like, hey, you take this one, this, but we were having fun.
It's a little not really
Picking straws.
tag team situation going on.
Y'all picking straws?
Which one you, bro?
I get the
his
first
favorite one
five,
was like, Mac, which one you want? Hello, Greg. But like, we had a lot of fun. But then when he stopped working with me in the front, all of a sudden, like, it's just it's you, and you get more frustrated than anything.
I hate
and
people.
like, then I'm working with Joe, and Joe's a pretty cool guy. I love that guy. He's a chill dude, but he's he's just chill.
I'm like,
So then
turn
when you
around.
start working
shut up.
out, all of a sudden we're having hella fun in the front, talking. You be coming up with the most Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the fucking 90s pickup lines to these chicks, and it is hilarious.
Bro, I'll be watching both of you. I'll be standing right there watching both of you like, these motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers are crazy. Like,
Bro, I hear y'all talking about it.
I'll be just standing up there like, just.
I'll be in the middle of Miss, how you doing today? Like, so my thing is like, if they don't have a bag, hey, give me 3 spins. I gotta check, make sure you got nothing on me. And all of a sudden I hear the management over there. There he does again. There he goes again.
we be taking bets how many times you gonna say that. Over under 30. That's what the line starts at.
Yeah, I have the most fun working with you in the front.
We're gonna have prop bets on security. How many times?
That's because like I want to have fun when I'm working too. Like I don't like just standing there being like, whatever. They actually for a minute they told me like to kind of kick back and not really be as talkative.
Which
was
is
like, I ain't
crazy.
doing that 'cause
Which
I'm-
is crazy to
I
me
gotta be sane.
because what's crazy to me because now that I'm taking another spot wise and I have to look out for you guys. I'm like then you go and tell my other guys about the highs and goodbyes. So, but what do you not want?
Yeah, so like
Customer
they
service?
want everybody else to be more like me, but then I talk too much. So it's like, but like I understand, like there's a time, but the way I do it, I try to keep things flowing and moving. Like I really, I try to do my best. But like, I want to also enjoy my night and like kind of keep myself like focused on what's going on.
Like it says, like you gotta go in there like it's kind of like you're going out, but you're kind of babysitting at the same time. You're babysitting a bunch of your drunk friends or people that family members that you get drunk at a party. You have to be, still be the big cousin and watch your little cousins. That's what it is. Like, hey, I think it's time for you to go home, cousin. Like, let me send you home. It's kind of like that. So you gotta look at it. It's like you gotta go in there with like try to have fun because you can't be all serious because then. Sure enough than not, that's when the motherfuckers will try the serious one.
Now you're actually the youngest dude we've had on this podcast. And I think you're one of the youngest skaters we worked with.
Oh fuck, they're all babies now.
Yeah. So like, do you like go in as like you came in fresh 21 when you first started working? Did you kind of come in and like kind of like a little apprehensive, like damn, like what's his life gonna be? Because you're over here like dealing with people that are definitely older than you most of the people are older than you. You kind of have this like weird, like, damn, like I'm this kid out here trying to like having to regulate this whole like this club.
At first, it felt weird. You know, everyone's you know, now I'm at SB2. You got a lot of older crowd. Same thing with 5 points. So everyone tells me like, "Oh, it could be your dad. Why are you checking my ID?" I'm like,
"Oh, wow, those
like,
little comments.
Look at my gray hair." I'm like, "Yeah, I get it, bro. You're old."
All I tell them is I just check everybody's ID.
Yeah.
That's all
I tell
them.
like, look, I check everybody. Like literally, like people with gray ass hair, and they're like, I got it. It's just protocol. I gotta do it.
Legally, we have to. You know, that's what ABC law
That's
tells us. We gotta card every single person, every single.
That's what people don't understand. Like, oh, why are you scanning my ID? I have to.
Yeah.
It's part of our.
It's my job. Sorry.
It's part of a California.
It's funny though, because I'll be like,
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
law.
people come in like, oh, let me see your ID. Oh my goodness, like I'm so old. You're checking like, and I look at their ID. You 5 years younger than me. Like, like
I'm 30.
Like I get people like sometimes will think that I'm younger than what I am, but it's like, come on now, I'm not 25. I'm not 23. But like people are like, oh, I'm so old. Like you're 24, 25. No, you are not. Calm the hell down. And that's my whole thing. I'm like, you are younger than I am. And they'll come in, they are. And then when I know they're not, I'll use the same line, miss, you are younger than me. And I'm like, look at you. Good for you, miss.
Oh man,
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, it's just crazy because like over time he's like it's the same shit it's just same shit, not the same shit every day, but it's repetitive a lot, you know. And it's just like over time, then you just kind of just it gets immune to a little shit like that. I used to get irritated with that shit. Now I just like I check everybody.
yeah.
I just give no effort. I just check everybody.
It's a lot of fun though when the ladies say like, "Oh, what you check my like? Oh, you're like," I tell them my age. "Oh, you're such a baby." Damn, like, come breastfeed me then. Like, come on, man. You know, age is just a number, sweetheart.
Man, y'all youngsters are just
It works. That line works. That line does work.
I think you like the front better.
You do like the front better. You really do.
You lie.
The reason why I say I like the front too, but that's just where I'm at because I get to be more talkative. You can't really be talkative over there.
It goes
And even-
faster for you too.
And it's like I get to monitor everything. So when I am talking, like I'm not like all up in one person's face. I'm literally like talking and looking around at everybody, just having a good old time and everything. But
I think until in the front you're like consistently busy, so your night goes by way faster. Next time you look, you're like, oh shit, it's 12 already. Fuck, man, we're down to the last final countdown now.
yeah, that really is cool because like there was this last Friday when I was working. Actually, even on Saturday too. Like I'm legitimately just constantly checking IDs nonstop for almost 2.5 hours.
Bro,
it was
this last weekend. Those 2 days, Friday and Saturday, went by quick. I'm like, oh shit, we're almost done.
now it is hella fun. Like you know, that's the only reason why I'm still doing it. Like I could probably look for something different, do whatever, but like I love what I'm doing. What is like the worst part of what we do?
The worst part is putting with people's bullshit. Like a lot of people are when they get upset, they do a lot of talking. You know, which I love talking my shit. But it's like they talk and talk and talk, but at the end of the day, they don't really do anything. You know, and it sucks. Like they'll say the most like out of pocket shit. Can't touch them unless he's like these.
Use a cute bitch. What? I was like, what? You call me cute? What the fuck?
Am I cute, bitch?
Bro, yeah, like, the shit that I get called all the time for just doing my job. Like, I'm sorry, like we can't do certain things, and like all of a sudden they're just cussing me out.
I can't say some of the stuff I've been called.
Look,
I'm not gonna say it on the mic.
Women are allowed to dress sexy. They can, but there is a limitation. When I can see through your dress, you can't come in. Yeah. When your shorts are cut down and they look like a bikini, they do not look like shorts. They do not. You are wearing a thong or you are wearing a bathing suit out of your jean shorts that you just cut up.
So save us some time. Don't come.
Some girls and like this girl knew she was wrong because this happened. I think on Saturday, she knew she was wrong because they come up. And one of them had her phone like this, and I didn't notice it at first, but she was holding her phone like this. The other one was like, "Sorry, miss, I can't let you come in." Her friend with the phone was like, "You can't discriminate on clothing," and I was like,
"Oh, that was this weekend."
I was like, "That's called a dress code."
Yeah, and it's crazy because women, because ladies like
she said what?
But then she leaves the line. All of a sudden, she's like recording me like this guy, blah blah blah, and I looked at the phone.
You're on
Like,
Instagram
I
Live,
was-
bro. You're on Instagram Live. Shit, probably.
Like, I'm waiting to see these videos. Like, there have been so many people pull their like put in their phone, like, look at this bitch, look at the like. I'm like, I want to see these videos pop up on some shit. Like, where's the San Jose food video of this bitch? Like,
I ain't want to. Don't ever put me on that shit.
because,
I swear.
well, I don't really want to. But it's like so many people have done it, but like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna expose you, blah blah blah. Expose me for doing my job.
Yeah, when you
Expose
watch
me
the
for doing my
video,
job,
you watch
please.
the video when they're sober and they notice how much of the idiot they look like.
Exactly.
Bro, that's what it is.
That's
Like,
the
you
funniest thing.
fucking
All those
dumbass.
videos don't serve because all of a sudden they're like, fuck,
Like,
this don't make me look
Go show
good.
your parents that, and they'll tell you, you know who the idiot in this one is? The one recording, which is you dumb bitch. Like, fuck. Like, you were acting like an asshole. You grabbed a girl's ass. Of course they're going to throw you out, you stupid fuck. like,
Now,
bro.
I keep bringing up your age because, damn, you young. I'm like, what, 12 years older than your ass?
I'm 23.
Oh, he's
13?
He's not the youngest one then.
No, Anthony's youngest.
Yeah, but like, so I'm like 13 years older than your ass. So since you are dealing with a lot of people that are older than you,
Mhm.
what's one of like the better advices you got from an older cat that you worked with? Because I know when I started with them, they're like, oh, this. And like, we got, Godfather Ricky, who gives everybody some advice, some game.
Hey, man.
But like, what's something
Let
like?
me holler at you.
Dead ass son.
Hey,
But,
watch, bro.
like, what was something that might have kind of stuck out? Like, oh, that's some real shit, and like it kind of like helped you kind of like mold how you approach everything.
That's a good question. When I was much younger, well, not much. I say much younger, but like when I first started working, I was 21 years old, and I was new to the game. I've never worked security. I did have jiu-jitsu experience, so that's really all I had. And forgot his name, but one guy told me like because I have a short fuse, like I get angry pretty quickly, and told me that just said, it's not whatever you do, just you can't put hands on them until they put hands on you. Like, just keep your cool. Maybe that's like the advice that they give me. Just stay calm, cool, and collective. They're drunk. They don't know what they're saying. They're gonna forget what they called you the morning after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just don't take it personal. That's it. That's the best advice. Don't take it personal.
I was about to
That's
say.
life.
Yeah.
That's a life lesson right there. Because like, I had a short fuse. Like my entire life, like as a kid, I was in anger management. As an adult, went to anger management. Like I had to do shit to get my shit under control, and I'm pretty good at it now. Like I'm
good.
you guys have seen me really kind of like let shit go and not really like react to certain things. But
You
like,
see me. I used to be worse than probably both of y'all.
and
motherfuckers.
I've seen you.
I punched
but,
somebody just for
like, yeah, like,
the little shit.
It really don't matter what job it is, but especially when you're dealing with people that are getting drunk, you're dealing with people that are going to try to press you because they want to get that video, they want to be able to press charge, all the other stuff. You have to let shit just roll off your shoulder. Like it's like, I don't care what people call me. There's been like twice where somebody said something that got me a little active a little bit, but even then, I'm not over here going to like jeopardize my life and safety,
Right.
or my livelihood. Because even if I lose this job because I acted a fool, it could affect other things because that shit can get out, your reputation, it can lead to lawsuits or it could lead to a record.
You could get a record. You could go to fucking jail. You're the one that acts out of pocket. Like say like you have to be self-defense, of course. But if you're the first person to act, even though you're on the job, they're not protected. That person falls and hits their head. You guess what? You're going to fucking jail. Like
You're
working
paying
or
the attorney
not.
out of pocket.
Yeah, so because you were the aggressor. Your self-defense, your rights have went out the window because you were the one that was being the aggressor because you lost your cool in it. And that's one thing that I've had to learn over other people or me being involved, that stuff that could have went wrong or has gone wrong, I had to learn from other people's mistakes or if my mistakes that I did when those other actions happened, And over time, it sucks because you kind of have to learn from somebody making a mistake or you making a mistake. But if you could see that from another person's mistake before you happens to you, then you learn from everything. Like I learn every day how to deal with it. To this day, I still do. Some people they try, but I learned how to just put that fucking wall up. You could call me everywhere in the book.
Yeah, you gotta look at things through a legal point of view. Like if you can't, from a legal standpoint.
Yeah.
Because like you said, somebody's gonna record it,
Right.
Someone's always recording.
Someone's always recording.
If
And they
someone's
think-
not recording, there's cameras everywhere in downtown.
At least we don't work on 2nd Street and 3rd.
Bruh,
That first, bro.
like, I just saw more videos.
Bro,
just
you see
pop
the
up, like,
hyphy bus, bro? They got people getting knocked out, girls sucking
shout out
titties
to
out there, bro.
what is it, SJ Fools, the other one, and then
Did
the
you work
Sancho
with-
dude.
Did you work with those
Them
Sancho
videos are
dudes? You work-
Yeah.
those
I
videos
worked
are
with that.
outlandish, man. Like if they really say it's 2nd Street Chronicles or 2nd Street, like
Yeah, bro.
it's just way too much.
Hey, shout out to whoever works out there. Y'all have to deal with way more shit than we do, bro.
Definitely,
Because I would have quit a long time ago.
Shout out
doing that shit.
to Nova Security,
that
Loft
sounds-
Security.
Sounds like Bar and Grill.
Man,
Oh yeah, that whole block right there is.
Fuck, even where the gay bars, they get more action, they get more fights than we do.
Bro, then after at the taco truck, all the shit I've seen at the taco truck,
Oh.
man.
I see
Bro,
fights at
our
the
boy that works at Temple, long hair like me.
is it Jorge?
Yeah. Freaking. I saw him get active at the taco truck because some dude was talking wild.
Oh,
and he was with his girl, and the dude's talking wild, hella
Did
bad.
we talk to him about that?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like, I look up and I'm walking that direction, like, oh, this dude talking to my boys. Because I'm coming across the street, I'm about to go order my food. All of a sudden I just see him, just get him real quick. He was trying to walk away too, and the dude just kept coming. Horace said,
They talk about the taco truck by Rick.
yeah, taco
Oh,
truck.
bro,
buddy.
I
Hey,
seen some
that's
shit
a
there.
truck too.
And that
But-
taco truck is bomb.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get tacos. I don't want to see you guys. Wow, I just worked fucking 6 hours dealing with people.
Yeah.
Trying to give my tacos. And
Jorge's actually one of my favorite people that I have ever worked with.
Dude, go ahead, dude.
Always had my back. Always had my back. He's still at Temple. You know, if I know if even if it was just me and him working, which that's happened before. We were low on security. It's me and him, and I always know he has my back. You know, I love that guy.
When he was on our podcast, I told a story where like I was kind of by myself, some shit happened, and this fool just bulldozed right through everybody, got and like, right there had my back.
He seems like a chill ass dude, but people don't know. He'll put hands on you.
And so that's the thing, like you gotta be like security guards and people that even come in, the ones that are chill, those are the ones that like I kind of have to keep my eye on the most because there's been a couple of times where like the person's the loudest and like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this. No, you're not. You're not gonna do anything.
would've did it
But there's the
already.
ones that like when they start to say something and they stop themselves and kind of just walk away hella calm, I'm like, keep an eye on this motherfucker because this motherfucker just knows I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm gonna do something. Like those are the ones they're like, if you're not gonna be hella boisterous, but you could tell how angry or like upset you are. I know that you have done some shit, so let's keep this shit cool.
There was one incident at Temple. I guess one of the guys was bugging the bottle service girls. They kick out the guy. Comes back 20 minutes later with 2 machetes in his hands.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Hey
Yeah.
yo,
One of the guys, just started marching to Temple with 2 machetes in hand. Gets knocked out cold. He's on the ground, and then one of the guys just starts like knee on belly, crushing his arm until the cops pull up, and yeah,
that's fucking crazy, bro.
yeah, bro.
Oh, I see somebody storming down the street with 2 machetes, bro. I'm sorry, that's fair game. I might shoot you.
That's wild. Came out with 2
might-
machetes.
Like, I have a legal obligation to
Was
shoot you in
he
the head.
either A, Filipino or was he South American?
Crazy thing was he's Indian.
Huh?
He was Indian actually.
Indian?
Yeah,
oh, okay. It was
Yeah.
one of them super
Habibi,
curly.
I was thinking of Aladdin, bro.
You know what? But you know what?
He's more like the monkey. He's more like the monkey. You look like
That brings me to another thing. 'Cause I've talked about this before. Because working at Temple, you don't get a lot of the ghetto crowd. You get a lot of foreigners, and
Oh.
like the foreigners, like I love people, but like the foreigners will give you a different type of headache. I know when I worked over there, this dude, he was African, but his accent kind of was like he lived in a different country, and he comes up and he's over here trying to get in and just trying to like haggle with me. I was like, dude, you can't. This is a no. And he kept trying to come in. Like they want to like explain and talk and just try to get their way, and they are nonstop. They want to get their way so bad. Like half the time, I'd rather just deal with someone that's aggressive because then you have that point where you can just end it when it gets aggressive.
Yeah.
Then there's ones like, no, let me talk, but no. But why? Like they just don't stop. It's like they want to haggle.
But in
everything.
London, I could smoke in the club. But we're not in London.
Not in London, yeah.
Like fuck. Like, I'm sorry.
yeah. But what people don't know is that we could trespass you until you have to leave. If you don't leave, then I have to use the necessary force to get you off property. And
Didn't somebody ask you like, "Oh, I ain't leaving"? Then I was like, "Then he can move you."
Yeah,
Move them. Then.
the right way would tell. We have to.
I've been giving them the option. I said,
we
we can do
have
this 2 ways.
we have the right to remove you. You know, like it's in our guard card. Like they give us the laws, they give us the things. Like we have the right to do. We have the right to arrest you if we wanted to.
You can be
Like
a citizen's arrest.
We can as security guards, you know, even just people, like you can arrest somebody and hold them and detain them if they're doing something that is illegal.
Right.
And trespassing is one of those things. So if you are, we deem you as a trespasser, we can hold you to the police case.
Doing cocaine in the bathroom.
Like people, and then the one word I hate with a passion is discrimination, because bro, like people like, oh, I have tattoos, you're discriminating against me. Tattoos are not a protected thing. There is no tattoo that is protected by law. Like you cannot have a tattoo of a 4-leaf clover on your face and say, "Oh, you're discriminating against tattoo artists." Like, bro, like
should have thought about getting that tattoo.
yeah, like even in cultures where like they have, you know, that's a part of their culture. That's all. You don't have to have it. It's all things that you volunteer to do. So that's not something that you are required to have.
Right.
It's not something that's going to break your, you know, your religion, your culture. So even if we like, you know, someone comes with a big old Maori tattoo, we could say no because we don't allow face tattoos. That's not discrimination because that's not something that is required for you to have.
Right.
People want to just say, oh, because you said no, you're discriminating. Like the girl wearing these short ass, like your shit is up here above your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
You cannot wear it. That's discriminating. No, it is not. Like hoe is not a protective group.
You can't go to the club and dress
dressing
like a
hoe
slut.
is not protect you in the law. There's nothing.
When you guys have the Church of Hodom, then maybe the
Church of
government,
Hodom.
Yeah,
maybe the government will say you're a protected
that
group.
shit would be full. And what day would it be? Because they're out here hoeing every day. So
No,
what
exactly.
the fuck?
Like was it that one girl that had like it was all see-through mesh, and then you could see her like underwear line, and then bra, you know, you see her bra. Was it that girl? 'Cause we denied this one girl that dressed exactly like that.
No, but she didn't give like a big old issue about it. She was walking up, and like as you walk up, she's walking up from far away, and I can see her underwear.
Yeah.
Like yeah, she's wearing a dress that's covering from her arms to here, but it is see through. So even on the way up, I went to my manager. That's a no, right? He looked, no, not today.
They say,
so
you all gay or something?
She,
It's probably like you don't like women, you're gay or something?
one girl's like, oh, you don't think I look good? Miss, you look amazing. And I will take you behind that camera if I had an opportunity to, but I can't let you in. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man. Well, imagine how her father feels, you know? He sees her in the club and she looks like a cum whore. Then just, oh my goodness, you know?
He's like, imagine how the father feels.
You know?
Yeah, you're right though, bro. Like, shit. Like sometimes people amaze me every day. I am like, bro,
Every night.
the way they act, the way they dress, the way they fucking can't handle the liquor, bro. I felt like it's been getting younger and younger, and the people can't control their liquor. I've been dealing with throw up more and more than I had to deal with fights lately.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's worse.
Now, obviously, we could tell by the way you are, you're definitely a horn dog security guard. But so working with different type of people, we've had people that come and go, you know, they try. We had that one person that took the job way too serious. We had the one person that thought they were hot shit just because they were a security guard. Then we have some of the security guards that like, all they do is trying to mac on girls. They're not doing their job. So like, which ones, like what type, because like, I know that I was a guy that like was too lenient in the beginning, and I was getting talked to about that. No, you gotta be strong, you gotta be stern, you gotta be, because again, when I first started, I wasn't too sure how crazy or how like to go, because I was still trying to test the waters. Like when you're working with somebody that does come in, then they're kind of like doing certain things, what kind of like bugs you about, just do your job? Like what's one more annoying? The person that's trying to hit on girls, the one that's acting all tough and kind of causing problems, or the one that's just taking this shit way too serious?
I just don't want to work with somebody who doesn't do anything, you know? Like yeah, you guys, you're there, you're security, and you're my coworker, but when shit goes down, like I want to know you have my back, you know?
To have that unity, man. You have to have that feel.
Yeah, I'd rather work with somebody who takes their job way too seriously than somebody who's just talking to girls and who's not gonna be there for you when
Like say like,
Good job.
okay, I'm not saying like, okay, I'm not cock blocking nobody. Go ahead, do what you gotta do. Everybody does their own shit. But if there's something happening in front of you and you're macking at a girl, that shit pisses me off.
Yes.
That you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because why do I gotta come and do your job when you're supposed to be doing it when it's right in front of you where you're chasing tail.
Hey, funny story though. I did cock block Anthony one time. I wasn't working there, but I
as
did.
you should, as you should.
But I wasn't working, but like I knew the girl. Like I wasn't doing it that way, but I realized, oh damn, I hella cock blocked this for hella bad. So there's been a couple instances where like he's over here, like I'm over here, like straight helping him out, or like tag teaming, or like like really trying to like lay it on and trying to help him out with different situations. Like I had to get back. Like it was like last week when he was over talking to the girls, like y'all need to leave. Now you miss. He like you. You stay right here. That's your spot right there. Because I did feel a little bad. But like I try to make up for that, but yeah, you're right. When someone's like not doing their job because they're just trying to be social too much and all of that stuff. Like yes, I'm a very social person. I'll talk it up, but like my ass, like literally, like, I'm over here talking to a girl in the front, like oh you business and that, and all of a sudden like boop, can't take that cup out. Like I straight up ninja snatch that shit. And they're like,
I'm quick.
They'll be like, damn, how'd you see that? Right here.
I'll be talking to somebody say, what? Oh, give me
exactly.
that.
They'll be trying to like people be trying to walk out with their full, like not even the plastic cups. They be trying to walk out with glass cups.
Are people doing this stupid little like I don't see you try to put it behind your fucking like bro, I see you little egger. You gotta put that shit down.
Somebody try to walk out with a full ass Henny bottle. Like they had it at their table. They didn't finish the Henny bottle. And like I saw it, somebody else on the radio, bottle. Went over there, was like, I went right in front of him, give me the bottle. He was gonna try to fight with me a little bit. I was like, no, you ain't taking that out. I don't care if you pay for it, you pay for the section. He didn't pay to break some laws.
I would give you the opportunity to chug as much as that bottle. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, chug right
go
there.
ahead,
Just
right in front of
down
you.
it.
You got 3 of your boys. Make it work. I'll give you 2 minutes. Make it happen. And I just can't walk out. Hey, I'll give you that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
You want to pay for it, then we're gonna throw it out anyway. Unfortunately, because that's what we do. But
It's annoying too when I feel like I get more annoyed with people walking out with water because I tell a person like there's no liquids outside the venue.
how many times you hear that? It's water though.
I said water's a liquid, isn't
Well,
it?
that's exactly like I don't ever say you can't take water out because I'll say no liquids, no containers.
Yeah.
It's water. That's a liquid.
That's you just gotta hit them with basic bullshit.
Yeah, it's like they don't.
Just don't say water anymore. Say you can't come out with anything. There's no liquids, no nothing. No liquids come out. That's it.
One thing that some of the security told me before, which I started doing a lot, was don't say, "Oh, you're too drunk." Say you're inebriated. Use certain terminology because I think we said this on Bobby's episode. I said like, "Oh, because he was there that day." It's like, "Sir, you're too inebriated." Inebriated. That's not even a word.
Look it up.
He told us like, look at us like, I'm not gonna look it up. It's like, bro, like if you don't know what certain things are, you're too young to be here or you're too drunk to be here.
I mean, like sometimes, like especially like when you see somebody that's intoxicated walk up, right? You guys work the front. We all work the front. I see it because I'm watching you guys. I have to oversee it now, right? Like you just don't tell a person you're too drunk, you can't come in. Just like simple. You don't even have to use big words. You say, I think you just had a little bit too much. Come back another day, man. I can't let you in. Just something simple like that. People be like, why? I was like, I just can't let you in. I'm not gonna argue with you. Sometimes they're gonna stand there for a little bit, of course. Why? I just told you, sir, can't come in. Because they're gonna like if you being calm and kind with them is gonna piss them off more than you being more aggressive with them. Because like why, man? Like, man, I'm just telling you, man, just go that way. Can you just move out of my way? Block my exit. Because people are like, man, this guy's too calm with me. I don't like it. Type of shit. I was like, bro, I'm just trying to kill you with kindness because I could get loud with you. But
and it sucks too because when you're doing that though and they're lingering, like the management is like, get him out, move him. It's like, do you want us to have a problem? Like, I'm trying to do this as peacefully as possible. Yes, we have a line. I'm trying to do it, but it's like, do you want me to get physical with them? Like, I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible.
Because once like a simple like gesture or simple like raising your voice or something, they can get aggressive real fast too. That's what people don't understand. As on our job, our shit could be you could be talking to somebody like regular, like I'm talking to you now, and they might feel some type of way. They might start getting on you. We go 0 to 100 real quick. We can start squabbling right now. Exactly. but it's just like to that point is like people don't understand that what we have to deal with on a basis, every night basis. We put it's a high risk job because there's nights that we could just have fun. We're joking on the radio like, damn, it's fucking hot. It's fucking this bitch. It's thick. Boom. But if something
look at green dress, look at that one over there.
Or snap of fingers like this shit could go sideways for us real fast. The people understand that.
So our job, we do a lot of people. Does it seem like it's a thankless job? Like you're doing all this stuff to make sure people are, are safe, or you try to, give people the benefit of the doubt? Like, how thankless is the job? Have people been very appreciative towards you, or do you feel like you're doing what you got to do, but then people are still just kind of giving you shit or trying to treat you like a servant?
Well, I don't know if you guys like we're closing right shop down, and people come like, hey man, I appreciate you, thank you. Sometimes they'll even slip you money, like Tony, like, hey, thanks for keeping us safe. Or some people when you walk in, they pat them down and they thank you, like, hey, thanks for patting me down. I feel safe already.
Thank you for keeping us safe.
Yeah, because like sometimes you pat people down, you find knives, pepper spray. People try to hide shit in the shoe. Some, brass knuckles. Some people carry sometimes.
You know what? I never really thought about that way, but like I do get a lot of people who do thank me. I mean, I know that the way that I try to do my job, it's different than what other people do. Because a lot of people like ID go, like they try to be more cold.
You can just say my name, bro.
But
that's cool. You could just say me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, all right, cool.
Hey,
have a good night.
like
bro.
legit, like the days that I don't work and I'm just hanging out there, like people walk in all like just whatever. But then on the days that I am working, people are a lot happier because I'm trying to have that type of. So I do get thanked a lot, but it's like, that's because I'm trying to be a little more, hospitable, I guess. But like for you guys, like, do you guys feel like people aren't really that appreciative, or is you get like, let's say 20% are appreciative and the rest are all just like, oh, this fucking
I think
asshole.
that's more like, yeah, like let's say they'll give a little bit more, maybe 40, but the other 60 are just
Like
assholes.
40, 60?
Yeah.
Like, like just at the end of the night, like sometimes people be like, hey, man, I don't know, thanks. Hey, I don't even know this motherfucker. I wasn't even in the front. I'm just right here standing right here. Hey, thanks for keeping. Hey, you have a good night. Boom.
What about you?
I'm thanked a lot of times. When I'm doing pat downs, I tell them have a good night. Thank you,
You
bro.
be whispering in the girls' ears when you check their purse. It's not wrong. I'll see you. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Is that a plan B, girl?
Yeah, girl, you got condoms in your purse? You could hit me later, he said.
That's a honey packet? I might have to see you guys. The first fight I actually got into working as a bouncer, it was this group of girls will come up to me and they look stressed, and then they're telling me this guy just touched my ass. I'm like, who did? This guy right here. And he's like standing in the corner like all
Just staring at you, looking at you talk to them?
Yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. You keep, it's not allowed here. I forgot what I told him. And he's like, I'm not leaving. So like, all right. Grab him by the shirt. It's at Temple. And we go to the back, and his buddy comes from behind me. And it's because no, he just grabbed me. And then the two of the security guards that I'm working in the back, they actually dealt with some shit in the front. So it would just be myself and these two guys. So I had to hold down my ground for a bit. And then it was this big bodybuilder guy. Bodybuilders can't fight. They can't fight.
They're slow as shit.
Yeah, they're slow. I had the guy.
So let him grab you.
I had his back, and then the other dude was just like, he was slapping my back. He was like open palm, just what? Yeah.
Fat. Gave you a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Speaking of thankless jobs,
He was thanking you. Thank you, bro.
And they're Indians, so I think it's like in their culture. It's like a slap. It's something like a
don't they have like
slap
offs?
Like
that slapping kangaroo shit?
My back. My back.
Bro.
And then
he said
the girls that I was standing up for, they jumped in and they got that guy that was slapping me in the back. Yeah, it was just two girls.
Wow.
And I'm like, and then they were beating his ass too.
I've had a story like that, bro.
Yeah. So I was mad at this point. So I grabbed them, and then the door in the back is it's a push bar, right?
Oh, it's like our side door.
Yeah. So I used his face to open the door, and then again, and then there's a gate. So I slammed his face on the gate again, and pushed his body out there, and then
He said I used that face first, though.
yeah, and then maybe just threw like two punches, and they just
if you ever throw anybody out the side gate, you could do it that way too.
Stink.
That shit, you need a little good push.
Let me take note of that. Okay.
Yeah, that side gate sometimes needs a little extra.
Dude, the side gate is where I got in the most play working. Because I had the drunk people by the bathroom one time.
Now we get back to horny shit.
But like there'll be times like I'll be working the side gate. I did it more often like in the beginning when I was working, not too much now, but like there'll be times where like I'll be just chilling there and the girls as they're walking out through the side gate, like they're really just trying to lay it on thick, or like it's their last resort to kind of get a little something. And like I'm right there, and they just see me being secure the whole time. I remember this fine one. She comes all the time too. Like one day, she just starts making out with me right there in the corner. I was like, "Hey, shit, have a good old time."
I know who that is.
I'm jealous.
Nah, you might want to talk to somebody else about that because y'all friends, y'all close buddies. I'll tell you.
I think we're not talking about the same
I'll
person.
tell you off the camera about that one. I can't say the name out here, bro. I can't say the name, but
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah, it's not me. I'll tell you, it's not me. though.
Okay.
Let's make that clear. It's not me.
That's funny.
Nah, but yeah, like I remember, bro. When we were closed, it was a Thursday, bro. That's when Thursdays used to be popping on Thursdays.
How long ago was this?
Like 2 years ago, because Thursdays used to be
Three.
cracking at
This was
SB2.
about-
It used to be cracking Thursday through
I'll send the
Sunday.
video off camera because I got the video.
Oh, shit.
I
Okay,
said,
okay.
one here to quit that motherfucker. But
Oh yeah.
From the hidden album.
yeah, bro, I got videos of my shit. but this fool tells me, "Hey, I use the bathroom." I said, "Bro, I've been trying to kick everybody out. We're closed. I'm the only one inside. I'm the other 2 guards are outside, or 3 guards because we had to work 4. That's how busy we were on Thursday."
Now it's just one guy.
This fool tells me, "Well, I'm gonna pee right here." So I pull. I was like, "You gonna pee right here?" He's like, "Y'all pull my dick up here. Pull your dick out and watch what happens." The fat boy comes up. "You think I'm scared of you?" Boom! I see 4 of them circling me. I was like, "Bet." I didn't have my radio on me at that time, so I was like, "All right, let's go." Win. 4 against 1 is good. I hope these motherfuckers see me eventually. They first one rushes me. Boom! Sit his ass, and then I see. Fucking Avengers, the Hood Avengers come like fucking a shield came out of nowhere. See, tackling these fools. And then the one said, "You think I'm scary?" The fat boy. I said, "Oh, you gonna feel me?" Bam! Sat that motherfucker. And then all of a sudden there's girls involved fighting, jumping, beating the other 2 dudes' ass. It was crazy, bro. And like there was in the video, there's titties out and everything. But it was crazy. Like, I'm like, bro, that shit, because that's why I said it could happen 0 to 100. Boom, snap of the fingers, bro. Like at that shit when I just told the dude he can use the bathroom, then there's 4 of them circling me. I was like, "Oh, y'all want to get busy then?"
It could be the silliest shit too. It's like, "Oh, sorry, it's closed," or "You can't come in," or "That's not dress code," and they want to fight crazy.
Yeah, I told him like, you're not gonna pull your dick out and pee on my
That's
fucking
crazy.
floor. And then he's like, "You think I'm afraid of you?" I was like, "I never said you were." Well, what you trying to do? And now I know. I'm putting my back against the wall, bro. I'm gripping the hood. You ain't gonna jump me. If you're gonna jump me, you gonna feel me. Put my back against the wall. You're gonna feel me at least a couple times before you get me down. But
That's the one thing that kind of sucks about working the front is because like you have to be facing a certain way to like do it, like check IDs.
you're
and then
disadvantaged.
You don't know what's right here behind you, and then when you kind of like when we used to like the little handheld scanner, I was never just in one spot. I would like be facing I'd be facing the club. I'd be facing my back to the club. I'd have my back to the bottom. So it was like I made sure I was moving around because you never know who's right there.
I'll put my back against that little thing so no one could come behind me. Because I don't like having my back towards it. That's one thing about new scanner. I don't like having my back towards it. I like even when I'm watching the front now that I'm out there in the front watching everything, my back's against the street. I hate that shit. I don't like having my back against. I feel if somebody come behind me, I'm at a disadvantage. Because I've had that. I've been jumped that SB2 before. Working. And because my back was fucking exposed, when I swung on the brother, I was choked out. I was getting choked out, fighting 3 dudes with one hand, trying to fucking make sure, just grabbing wrist control. Like you couldn't fully choke me out, but it's crazy. Like one thing is you got to know your surroundings, and spacing is everything. That you guys do that.
Yeah.
Spacing is everything. Your space with the pardon, especially that's a drunk pardon that's being aggressive, your space is everything. And it's kind of hard sometimes when we're in a condensed spot.
What would you tell one of your boys or one of your peoples if like, "Oh hey, you do security, you hire like I want to do security."
I already know his answer.
Like
You get hella hoes.
what would you doing it for a little while? What would you tell them? "Hey, this is my advice to you. If you're gonna come into this, forget this or make sure you pay attention about this." Like, what would you give someone advice if they want to do security?
Well, I've had a lot of people ask me. At one point at Temple, it was everyone from my from an MMA gym working with us at one point. So we had like 7, 8 people all from that same MMA gym.
Y'all have some killers in there.
And when somebody asks me, "Are you guys hiring?" If I know the person won't have my back, and I know he's just like just a horn dog, I'm like, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. But if it's somebody that I know, he's calm, cool, collective, he knows how to diffuse situations, then I'll invite him on board, and I'll tell him like, you're gonna get pissed off pretty quickly in some certain situations, and yeah, honestly, people who want to work with me, they usually don't have that problem. Like it's usually the people who like train MMA or they box, that they're the calmest people. Like they're more calm, cool, collective.
That's why I tell anybody, like, you got to train in some type of martial art or some type of discipline, whether it's boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I do taekwondo, like whatever you do. Like, I don't care if you think it's effective or you think you need to train in something, because when you're doing that kind of stuff, you're putting yourself in a different mindset. You're letting aggression out, and you are learning the shit. Like, it's right here behind me. There, in taekwondo, we talk about integrity, courtesy, self-control, indomitable spirit, and perseverance. These are the things you need to have, because if you can't handle a situation, you're gonna, just fly off the handle. You don't know how to be respectful to people. You always want to do like some funk shit. You're gonna have a bad time working anywhere.
Yeah.
And when you're putting yourself in a situation where you're having to babysit a bunch of drunk people, you are going to be more of a problem than anything.
Yeah, not just in the bouncer world, but as a man in general. Every man needs to take their ass into the gym and start training martial arts or learn something.
I don't care if you like cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
If you like your Twinkies. Be active.
Yeah.
Don't be a couch potato.
Yeah.
Like, me, I'm not a skinny dude. I like to have my, my meals, but it's like, you gotta do something. You gotta keep yourself, it gives you a different level of discipline.
Yeah. And as a man, you have to know how to defend yourself, defend your future wife, defend your children, your family. If you're not doing that, what kind of man are you? Like, I always tell these ladies, like, that's why I always tell these ladies, if your man can't fight, you're single.
He said,
and to like, defending doesn't always mean fighting. It's like learning how to actually diffuse situations, keep the peace, create something peaceful. And if you need to throw down, you're gonna throw down.
Yeah, never start a fight. I've been in some like situations, some instances where, happened like 2 weeks ago. I stood up for this girl. I stood up for this girl. I was with. He called me a bitch, and he had his hands on pretty much on a girl's ass. So I slapped him.
hand slaps the craziest.
Understandable.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
but
it's
yeah,
like-
never start a fight. So when you go to the gym, you learn any martial art. It's always to defend yourself, defend the people around you.
Now, you're fresh in the game. You're young. Like, I can't even picture myself really being a good security guard at your age. And you're pretty decent. Like, I enjoy working with you.
Thank you.
How long do you think you're gonna be doing this? Like, is this like something that's like, I'm gonna be here for some years, or is like this is really just like a quick little stepping stone before you get to do whatever you really want to do?
If it was up to me, I'd work security all my 20s. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest paying job, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I do it to let off steam. That's my fun. Friday, I'm looking forward to Friday, Saturday, not to go out, not to spend money, but to work. Be with the people, my coworkers, my brothers, and then you got a shift drink. That's cool. Free alcohol. I'm down for that.
and then you develop like relationships through it.
Like I said, it's the sense of community, because like when you're living your life, you're doing your thing, you have your family, all that's great and dandy, but like there's like this sense of community you get with on top of being able to provide a little extra income for yourself, being able to just be able to have friends and all that stuff, and it not really be like it's a stress reliever at times. Yeah, it's stressful as fuck. Dude, like there's times the reason why I'm working security, because this motherfucker was stressed the fuck out one day. And I literally walked up to him. I'm with my ex-wife, and I was like,
We're short.
look at him. And she's like, yeah. So I walked up to him, like, you guys like, we short staff, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bruh, I can help out. Like,
I was like, you need some extra money, bro?
like, bro, like,
I'll get you on right now. Come here.
I looked at my ex like, we can use extra money? You go, cool.
I was like, we pay this amount. I've run this something.
And like, I'm like, bro, like my boy was stressed out. If I can help out and do some stuff. And like, again, like you kind of, like you said, like that brotherhood that like, I got to have someone's back. Like as soon as I got in there, like I knew people had my back. And we talk, we conversate. Sometimes we'll hang out. We make sure that there's like, there's a rapport between us. And that's why like you kind of get that little, it's like when you go to a gym, your people you roll with, you kind of have that type of like, relationship with, but you're paying money to be at that spot.
Yeah.
Here, you're getting a little extra cash, and you get to have all these different fun experiences. bullshit's in there, but hey, why not?
You meet a lot of people from industry. I pretty much in every bar in downtown, I know somebody. I know they'll take care of me. You know, the same way. You know, I'll get them in, show love for our industry. You know, it's like a family. You know?
You don't even have to work with them. It's just like knowing that they deal with the same type of shit we deal with. It kind of like creates like a unity, you know, a community, like you said. And then like that go a long way because sometimes like, you know, other doors could open up for you that you never know. Like they could have something that might be their second job and they might have an opening that have the same interest, and then you know that could open up something that you never know.
There's a lot of opportunity that kind of comes with being around so many different people. Even with your regulars, there's a few different like regulars that we have that when you finally kind of start talking to them a little bit, like, oh crap, you do that, and then like you kind of have this like, then you kind of dip into different worlds, or they help you with something, and it's like, damn, like you really didn't have this chance or opportunity unless you were in that situation. So, any last words for all the people watching?
Any last words? I would say we do go out, don't act a fool. Okay. For the ladies, dress wholesome. Okay, dress like your father's gonna see you. Don't dress like a cum whore. Don't dress naked. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Don't dress like a slut.
like that's. Hey, you're on lines. You might as well finish it.
Hey man, hey, it's real.
Dress to impress,
it's
but dress classy. Yeah, you might as well say, show some respect.
So dudes, don't get into fights. Don't start shit. You know, go to the bar, just have a good time. You know, don't drink too much. Don't drink and drive.
Learn how to take no for an answer.
Yeah, no means no.
If she didn't want you in the first hour in the club, she don't want you at the end. So you need to bounce. Exit to the fucking right.
It's like, her number is the same outside. I guarantee it. Man, well, this was definitely a fairly interesting episode, man. I appreciate you for coming, y'all. This is the ID Please podcast. It's your boy Mac Daddy.
This is Johnny JP. Thank you guys. Tune in to all the other podcasts we got on 2Coin, though.
2Coin TV Network on YouTube, y'all. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you, brother.
Man,
y'all 22-year-olds fucking wild. Oh my God.